Sports. After 7 of the Illinois high school football state titles were won by private schools just 10 days ago, the IHSA has made a quick move to try to better manage the private schools. The IHSA will change its enrollment cycle from 2 years to 1 starting next school year. This year in Class 4A, DePaul Prep, a fast-growing school, had 1,300 students, but played in Class 4A due to a 2-year cycle. That would not happen under the new IHSA 1-year cycle beginning next year. All right, to high school basketball, the holiday hoopla has tipped off in Spring Valley. The 50th annual Colmoni Classic is underway. Fieldcrest, one of the favorites. They had a great game tonight against Bureau Valley, close throughout. Jordan Hyder right here is going to get to the 10 for the and one three-point play on his way to 25 points. Eddie Lorton had 15 for the Knights. Beautiful shake and bake here to the 10 for 2. Then it's going to be Hyder again. 25 for Hyder. Fieldcrest wins at 58-55. Eureka playing Peru St. Bede up there, and Eureka's a winner in this game. Connell Roth right here will spin and score with a lefty scoop. Then it's going to be Brock Monk on the baseline. Good ball movement by Eureka getting the ball to Monk. Later, Jack Blunier, he had 17. Cohen Allstat had 20, and Eureka's a winner. Nice drive right here by Blunier. Eureka a winner tonight. To the Heart of Illinois Conference for some Monday night girls hoops. We start in Mackinac. DMAC hosting Flanagan tonight, and DMAC looking good. Lexi Cottingham right here is going to get the ball on the baseline and drive for the power move and the bucket. It's going to be a bucket on the other end by Flanagan's Elena Elston. The nice little jumper right here, but way too much DMAC. Dalia DeJesus finds Kenzie Knowles in the corner for 3. Then on the fast break, Addison Carruthers is going to throw it ahead to DeJesus. Every DMAC girl scored tonight. That's fun. And DMAC's a winner tonight by a final score of 68-24. Let's head to Eureka, the most popular person in the gym. It happens every fourth quarter. Free popcorn, free. We made too much popcorn, free. I've never seen the free popcorn disappear any quicker. I thought for sure I had a chance. I thought I had a chance at some of this popcorn. That lady's very nice. That young lady, she said somebody else can have it. Very nice. That the boys aren't going to let it by. Oh, the popcorn went fast tonight. Belle Payne for Lexington drills a 3 right here, but Eureka's in control of this game. Ivy Edwards is popping the ball inside to Skylar Knapp. Knapp had a terrific game. Later, Knapp outside with 3 of her 13. Then on the nice fast break, it's going to be Sophia Musselman to Gaba Musselman for a fast break bucket. The popcorn apparently tasted good. No sportscaster got any popcorn. But Eureka wins the game 62. The popcorn, it looked good. At Tremont, it's Tremont in action tonight, and the Tremont Turks are winners in their game against Warrensburg Latham. Lily Elston right here, left alone though. They left her open, and she's going to shoot the ball. You got to guard the ball. Later, Hannah Dennis will drive and miss, but Savannah Jost is there for the power rebound and putback. Next time, Hannah Dennis is going to come up with a steal, and she's going to drive it all the way for a Tremont layup. Tremont a winner tonight. Nice steal at the top of the zone there by Dennis, and she's going all the way. Tremont on their way to a victory. Peeking at Normal U-High tonight, and we'll start our highlights with U-High's Kinley Mitchell. She's going to come up with a swipe and score for the Pioneers, but Pekin's in control of this game. Allison Lamb is going to dial long distance for 3 right here, and then it's going to be Allison Lamb on a drive for 2. As Pekin playing some good ball, they're hosting number 1 ranked Washington tomorrow. Lamb, a nice bucket here. Then Cadence Covert will drill a 3, and Pekin's a winner, 51-38. Also tonight, the Canton girls beat Metamora. Congratulations to the Brimfield girls. They tonight won their 1,000th game in school history. They deserve popcorn. Jim Dan.